Hello guys, welcome back to my SAP videos. Okay, so till in last class, what we have learned the theoretical about SAP HCM enterprise structure. So guys, now it's time to do practical. Okay, so let me log in into SAP system. Okay, so guys, so do for any kind of configuration in SAP system, you have to follow this part. You have to go to SPRO, enter. You have to click on SAP reference IMG. Under SAP reference IMG, you have to click on enterprise structure. Okay. So under enterprise structure, we have options. Okay. We have options like definitions and assignment. So here under definitions, we have to go to financial accounting. Under financial accounting, we have define company option. So in this section, what we do, we create our client. Okay. Let's say here, new entries, and I'm giving as PRA 123. And here, what I'm giving, Prabhu, groups of industries. So here I'm taking client with multiple business example. Okay, so here name of company you have to give now. If your client's name is a lengthy, you have to give here. If you no whatever, see this is not mandatory field. Okay, if you have to fill something here, let's say their slogan and all, you can give here, and here you have to give address. So what I'm doing, let's say. Okay, PO box number. If your client is no, following is using PO box number, post office box number, then you have to give here. But this is not mandatory field. Okay, so but I'm giving 0055. Well, this is the pin code, and here New Delhi, and here says in country section here India, and language is EN, and currency is INR. Okay, so let's say sometime you are doing configuration for any client whose company code, whose country code, whose language key, whose currency code you don't know. So here simply you have to click here and you find here. Okay, just click here. Let's say if you want to search Kenya, you will find. Okay, same goes for currency, same goes for language as well. Now here you have to click on save tab and see system will give you prompt customizing request. So what we have done normal configuration. That's why the system giving us customizing request folder request. So every time whenever you say system, no, whenever you are going to save, system will give you the folder which you last used. Okay, but let's say I'm not doing implementation for this client, so I have to search here. Okay, I have to click here, and here lots of clients for which we are doing implementation. Okay, so right now we don't have Prabhu groups folder here, so I have to create a new one from here. Okay, I will click here and SAP HCM implementation settings for Prabhu groups. Okay, and here you have to mention project number, but we don't have right now project number because it's tag tuna is created by a technical consultant. We just have to assign there. Okay, and let's say I'm a manager and 2 to 3 employees are working for this client as a subordinate with me. Okay, so I have to assign the uh, let's say Madhav is going to the implementation for this client with me. Okay, so I have given access to this user ID as well for this. So whenever I am doing implementation for Prabhu setting, I have to save in this folder. And whenever Madhav is doing, so he also has to save all the changes related to Prabhu groups in this folder. Okay, so save here and here Prabhu group and save. Okay, so this is how we define client and define our folder. Okay, so let's say I'm logging out from system now. I want Prabhu Madhav to create company code for that particular client. So log off and sorry, Madhav SBRO SAP reference IMG, definitions, financial accounting, and here company code. Okay, so one more thing, if you, let's say I'm using the path for all the configuration, but if you want to know, no, what is the transaction code, because we can go to that particular level from their transaction code also. Okay, so it's very simple. When if you don't know the transaction code for any particular table, so you just have to click on additional information and click on display key, and here you have to click on attributes and see. Here, the last four digit is a transaction code. OX02 is a transaction code to create company code. Okay, so you can follow this also. So right now, here, see, we have two options. Let's say if you want to copy complete configuration from one particular company code, complete each and everything, then you have to use this option. Otherwise, you have to create this option. So here we also have that option, copy from existing, but this copy option only copy from this table only, not all the configuration. And that option, which I show you earlier from this coming here, that copy, let's say I'm copying from this company code. The system will copy all the data if we copy from that option. Okay. So here you use copy option only. Let's say I'm doing configuration for Genpact call center, and their address is similar to Genpact IT sector. So what I have to do, I have to click here, I have to copy, and I have to just give code, let's say 6745, enter. And we just have to change the address. Let's say region here, they don't have, they haven't given an address here. Okay. So let's say street, building, and click on save tab. Let's say, wait, I will copy here and check on deletes, and here address I will change. Let's say building 1. Okay. And floor 5. So only two things, little, let's say building 1, floor 5, floors, let's say here I have to change the name. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So now here also I have to change. Now click on save tab. So minor changes are there. Okay. Then only we can copy. Let's say if I have to give each and every return new. So why we copy this? Okay. We have to click on new entries, and I will give, let's say PRB1. This is Prabhu Motors India Private Limited. Okay. And address, let's say that is New Delhi. And country, India. Currency, INR. And language, EN. Okay. Now click on save tab. System will prompt you to give the communication address. Okay. So if you want to get communication on company's name, then you have to click on copy. And if you want to give some personal name, Mr., Mrs., then you can opt from. Okay. So I have given here company. I need all the communication of my company name. Okay. So let's say Prabhu Motors India Private Limited. And see system. Let's say you are having multiple company codes, okay, and their name are different. So you can give one common search code, okay. Let's say Gaurav, okay. And whenever we are creating one company code for this particular client, we have to give a same code, Gaurav, Gaurav, Gaurav. So whenever we search for all the company code, we have to search for Gaurav only. So each and every company code which is created with Gaurav will come. Okay, so this is the meaning of system. And here I'm giving address. Let's say DLF Cyber Green. Cyber Green. Floor 12. And postal code, let's say 110055, Paharganj, India region. For Delhi, we have 30. So each and every state of India is divided into some region code. Okay. So you have to copy. So let's say I'm using Delhi, that's why it's 30. Let's say if you choose, let's say US, United States. So this is for each and every, no? If I'm using US, so system will give me a region for United States. Okay. So it depends on your requirement. Now say, and here if your client is using If your client is using PO box number, then they must have given that number in your business blueprint. Okay, you have to copy from there and paste here. Okay, and in real time you have to follow all this. You have to give telephone number, mobile number, fax number, email number. So right now I'm not filling because these are not mandatory field. Okay, so here I have to click here and I have to save this. Now I'm logging out from here. Log out, and I'm again going to SPRO. Enter SAP reference IMG, and under enterprise structure here, where we have to go. Now, my two enterprise structure are created. One is company, one is company code. My client and my legal entity is created. So my client is Prabhu Group of Industries, and they want to do implementation for Prabhu Motors India Private Limited. So I have defined all these things. Now, now it's come to human resource management. So what we have to create? We have to create locations. So personal areas, I will click from here, and same options, copy. If you want to copy from personal area from one particular company code, then you have to choose this. Otherwise, you have to create here and click on new entries. And I am giving PRAB 2. Okay. So that is Prabhu Motors Gurgaon. Okay. Or we can say Noida. I'm creating one Noida. And same second slogan and all whatever and address. Let's say Noida. Let's say C55 sector 58 Noida. I'm just copying it, and I don't want to use PO box. Let's say 201301. This is the pin code for Noida, and here I will give Noida. Country is India, and my region code is. So for Uttar Pradesh we have 24. Okay, so I will click here, and you will find Uttar Pradesh. Noida comes in Uttar Pradesh, and county code and city code we don't use. So we use these two things whenever we are creating any geographical location in a country where they follow county and cities. Let's say United States, UK, Australia, Canada, they use counties. So then only we have to choose this. But right now I'm creating location in India. So India, we don't use that county and city. Okay, so I'm not using this. Now click on save. System will prompt you to give the communication address for that particular location. So I'm giving here Prabhu Motors Gurgaon location. Okay, and same, each and everything is same. So what I'm giving here, I'm pasting this, and 201301 here, Noida and India, and 24, and rest is the same. Okay, so now I have to click on save tab here and save. Now I have to create personal sub area. So from here, personal sub area, I have to click here and create personal area. So now we don't have a separate option to assign personal area to personal sub area. Okay, so because while it get automatically assigned to their personal area while defining personal sub area. Okay, so here I am creating PRB 2's sublocations. So what I'm giving him, let's say corp and plant. So it's in sector 18, and here is in sector 58. Okay, my plant is in sector 58, and my corp office and this plant sector 58 Noida. Okay, and I've created two sublocation. You can create as much as per your client requirement. Okay, and click on save them. Now what we have to configure, we have to configure personal structure. Okay, so you remember guys, we have three structure in SAP HCM. One is enterprise structure, second is personal structure, third is in organizational structure. So we have learned enterprise structure, company code, personal area, personal sub area. Now we have to learn personal structure, that is employee group and employee subgroup. Okay, so here in employee group, I'm creating, let's say, 6 and 7. Okay. One is P are a Prabhu permanent employees, and here contractual employees, and click on save that. Now we have to create subgroups. So here I will pick, and here let's say PS salaried, Prabhu salaried, Prabhu salaried, and Prabhu trainee, and here PR and click on save tab. So this is how we create our all this structure. Now what we have to do, we have to assign these objects to each other. Okay. So how to do that? How to achieve that? Where I have to minimize this and I have to minimize definition section. And under their assignment here in financial accounting, I have to click on assign company code to company. Okay. And here I have to click on position and search for PRB 1. So this is my company, and here I have to assign PRA B123, enter. So this is not the case. I think PRA is, so here I have to search for enter. So this is, so I was using, and click on enter and click on save. So it's very simple to assign your company code to your client. Now what we have to assign? We have to assign our personal area to company code. So here I will click and I will search for PRB to enter, and I have to assign it to PRB 1 and country. See, this is very important. Let's say I don't know for G5. This is mandatory field here. That's why I'm using POLY, enter, and click on here. No. So why I'm giving this? This is not my company, because system will not allow us to save now, because that is mandatory field and somebody has missed the entries. But I was telling you, whenever you are assigning your personal area to company code, you must have to now assign country also, so that system can understand which this location comes under which country. Okay. If you don't assign, the system will not give you an error. But when while doing end your task and further configuration, you will get error. Okay. So country assigning is very important. Now, second thing, we have to assign employee subgroup to employee group. So here, what I taught you in theoretical, we can assign employee to employee subgroup, and we can assign this grouping to multiple countries. Let's say my country, my Prabhu Motors is a multinational company, and they are running their business into 3 countries. Let's say France, Germany, and India. So I need this employee group for all these 3 countries. Okay, so we have to assign to, let's say, for example, 6 and PS, enter. To salary is permanent, and I want it for Germany, and I want it for France, and I want it for India. Okay, so now this employee group will be available for 3 countries company code. Okay, so now save it. It's very important. Now I will assign trainee, it's PT, enter. And for, let's say, for Germany, we need for France, and we need for save. Now see, I need trainee for permanent and contractual as well. Okay, see, because while hiring trainee It's depends on business requirement. Let's say I have raised one, we need opportunity. We need, let's say, we have one vacant post, okay, and we created one job requisition in Naukri.com on anywhere else in social media, whatever, but nobody's coming. So that time we have to hire that. If somebody is coming, we have to hire that guy who is, is eligible and on their terms. Okay, so we can hire them as a permanent employee. But let's say I have one opportunity and I'm getting application of 500 employees. That time, we are the boss. So I will tell, we will be hiring you as a contractual employee and we will judge your performance for 6 months. Okay, and then only we will be able to uh, uh, will be able to make you permanent if your performance is good. Okay, so that's why. So what we have to do? So we can assign one employee subgroup to multiple employee group. Okay, so here 7 and again PT and France and India and click on save tab. Now one more assignment and click on new entry 7 and that is for retiree. That is PT. Sorry, PR, I think. And here, Germany, India, and click on save. So guys, this is the practical of SAP enterprise structure and person structure. And in next topic, we will be learning financial year and chart of account. So I will I will not create any fiscal year and chart of account. You can go to my material management or FICO or SAP HCM videos. There I have created 3 times that videos. Okay, right now I don't want to create again. I will create only default one. Okay, to my company code. So guys, this is it for today. And please keep tuning for my next videos. If you like this video, please do subscribe and share into your spam. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.